But yeah, I think it does also mean that people will turn their thoughts towards exports, because I think when we're about to talk about this, what's been proven in recent years also is that not singing in English is no barrier to reaching not just your diaspora overseas, but English language speaking people in America, UK, everywhere else. So I think it does. It stimulates investment in the local scene, and it maybe does raise those ambitions. You don't have to go abroad to make a career, but conversely, now there's never been a better time to actually find listeners around the world, like you said, because of the platforms and because of the appetite. People are looking for different sounds and different kind of languages, and the barriers have been crawling.
There's a weird duopoly there, isn't there? Or a duality, rather, which is that, yes, now is the best time to reach people all around the world, but actually you might be better served, at least in the short to medium, even medium to long term, focusing on your home community and doing what you know, which is singing. This isn't hard data, but I did wonder, watching Eurovision the other day, if more acts than in previous years were singing in their own languages rather than
Sweden, for example. Sweden has traditionally done an English language banger for Eurovision, and it was yeah. I think it's interesting because obviously we're both British, and the picture in the UK is people have been worrying a bit more, because here last year I think there were lots of American artists in the charts and fewer British artists, and there was a big bit of soul searching beginning of this year about why are there so few British artists in the top 10 for last year. And this is for a market that's traditionally been very strong domestically for its home artists, but also internationally. And there's a little bit of I would call it soul searching, of saying, is this a problem? What do we do about it? Is it, and in a way, there's partly an exciting thing happening here, which is young British music fans are listening to stuff from around the world. They're listening to reggaeton and Afrobeats and K-pop. And I think the next generation of British artists is going to be really exciting, because they'll have assimilated all this global culture, and the music they make will be really interesting. And in turn, that music will be ready to be launched globally, because it won't be, a niche. But right at this point, the UK is one market that, kind of in complete contrast to France and Germany, is sitting there going, oh, is there a problem? What do we do about it? How do we make sure there's more British artists in our charts domestically, and also when worrying about exports? So there's kind of interesting thinking, because the UK is still, it's one of the sort of third biggest market in the world for recorded music. It's growing well, but it's having, whereas other countries are celebrating the success of local artists domestically, the UK is slightly worrying about it. And that's an interesting dynamic.
I mean, yeah, this is a good point to move on to the sort of export trends.